Welcome into sports. I'm Eddie McCarthy. Hope you're having a good day, a good week. Certainly a better week than Syracuse men's basketball has had. Unfortunately for this week, that's a pretty low bar. Yeah, you could say that again. Syracuse losers of 4 straight. It's the first time that's ever happened under Adrian Autry, so safe to say it's been a difficult couple of weeks for Cuse fans, but on the other side for Notre Dame, it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing either. Buffalo goes on to win 4-2, and who saw this one coming at the beginning of the year? Tied with Tampa for the top spot in the division with just 4 games to go. Remember, Kyan Anthony was benched on Saturday in the loss against Virginia. Adrian Autry called it a coach's decision. Safe to say the fans here in the Dome will be very interested to see what Autry has decided for Kyan here tonight. Less than 2 months ago, Syracuse women's lacrosse was 0-3. The sky was falling, and people were adamant that clearly this Reggie Thorpe hire was a massive swing and a miss. Well, now they're calling for him to win Coach of the Year. Why? Because this team's won 11 in a row and climbed all the way up to number 3 in the country. And in the dying seconds of quadruple OT, Caroline Trinkus uncorks a rocket for the game winner. Last week at Giving Day was a good sign for the university. Last year, men's basketball raised just $4,000 at University Giving Day. This year, Evan, $288,000. Venezuela wins it 3-2 to win its first World Baseball Classic, and they held the American lineup, called the greatest lineup ever assembled, Spencer, to just 3 hits. Over to hole number 7. Justin Rose stuck in the pine straw, but look at this. This is just an incredible approach to get onto the green and right on top of the pin. How about that? Leads to a birdie, and Rose would move to the top of the leaderboard. Divisional playoff weekend, a lot of people say it's the best weekend of the year. The Bills in the Final Four in the AFC for the 6th straight season. Josh Allen on the road against the top-seeded Broncos out in Denver this afternoon in the altitude. We'll pick it up early in the 4th quarter. Bills down 6, but in the red zone, Allen to the tight end Dalton Kincaid. And if you want to know how difficult this game was for Duke, this is probably what describes it best. It was a slam dunk tonight in Durham. 101-64 is your final. As captain of the Syracuse Crunch, Steven Santini is one of the faces of the organization. But because of all the injuries on the Crunch's NHL affiliate, he spent half his season with the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's like living in 2 different worlds.
When I was there, I'm kind of the 6th, 7th, 8th defenseman at times. And then I come here and everyone's excited to see me. I'm the captain, I'm the older guy.
At 31 and in his 11th professional season, Santini's a veteran presence in the locker room for a team whose average age is just 25. While on the ice, he's an invaluable, suffocating defenseman.
He's such a huge piece for us, on the PK especially, and to kind of shut down the best player.
Santini's been on recall with the NHL's Tampa Bay Lightning since March 13th. He missed the last 14 games of the Crunch's regular season. However, his coaches and teammates say they never lost touch with their captain.
After big games, I would get a text from him, say, big win, I was watching. So obviously it's pro hockey, it's AHL and NHL, so guys would be up, down, and they don't forget about their teammates.
He was skipping tracks, and we kind of have a group chat. He was speaking once every week.
This week, the Crunch are preparing for their first-round playoff series against the Cleveland Monsters, skating side by side with their captain again, who's stressing the same thing every day. Playoff hockey is about patience.
You might win a series, but get blown out one game. You have to kind of roll with it and just be ready for the next play every time.
Syracuse has never won the Calder Cup in its 32-year existence. This Friday, Santini and the Crunch head to Cleveland for Game 1 of what they hope is a journey to history. Eddie McCarthy, NCC Sports.
You got it, buddy. Come on, done about 10-15 minutes.
Kostas Kousmanidis has been a restaurant owner for a long time.
39 years. 39 beautiful years.
Long enough, he's got his own title.
Who comes to Kostas Pizza House never leaves hungry? That's a doctor of hunger.
One of the doctor's favorite cures for hunger? Chicken wings.
Jumbo. Delicious. You shake them up. You put them in the fryer.
As the wings sizzled, Kostas turned to a calzone for another customer. someone who's been with him since the beginning.
I've been coming here for 35 years. At one point, I probably ate here every day for lunch for 5 years.
Customers like Herman are why the doctor loves his job. But to Kostas, they're more than just customers.
They're like my family.
That's when I realized there was another ingredient in my now almost done chicken wings: pure joy.
That's for me, it's a game, it's a play, you know, it's happiness.
Kostas douses the wings in some sauce, and now they're ready to go. Time to taste the doctor's cure for hunger.
What do you think of that?
Come on, man, you gotta get it down.
Crispy from the outside, juicy from the inside. Delicious.
10 out of 10. Kostas said, like all his customers, I was now a part of his family. We celebrated with some fries.
Cheers.
Cheers. In East Syracuse, Eddie McCarthy, NCC News.